I never could refuse an empty stage, not even this one. King or commoner, everyone loves a show.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has disconnected.
Come on, at least try.
A summoner has disconnected.
Never be afraid to listen.
What's wrong with the title? It's not nice, dude. Reported for feeding. I just started. What up, penguin? See you.
Art bridges the
You hate it?
gaps
You
between
misspell that.
people. Governments.
So you don't really
Not
hate
so
it here.
much.
We tilt that champ select. Oh wait, we disconnect, so I leave. Exit. Winning the feeding chat. Hey. Alright. I slept for 16 hours. I was in such a bad mood. And slept it all off. Thought I'd play with friends instead of doing my own thing today. Did you go out drinking, Nightshade dude? How are you, Zeno? I'm having biryani. Biryani. Yes. No, oh, how was movie? Without any spoilers. Was it like didn't meet the standards? That's not. Oh, okay. Okay. Even pretty soon sounds good. Have a fun time, man. Well, would be with that biryani. Looks so good. It's pretty good. We got it from the same place where we got the butter chicken. It's like microwaved it. Spicy. Good. Take care, next dude. Have fun. Waiting. Black Keys is so good. I love Black Keys, the heavy. Been a while since I listened to Black Keys. Lonely Boy is good. Oh, there's new songs. Turn Blue was a good album. It was like psychedelic. I felt like Turn Blue. I don't know. It just felt very trippy. Brothers. Brothers, they're like most popular one, I believe. No, no. El Camino is their most popular one. No, the heck. Attack and Release has some bangers as well. They're all over the place. How? Mm. Damn, this guy Loki Abu, yeah. You found him. What a bedroom. Oh yeah.
If I was there, I
We got
would.
it. Mm-hmm.
I'd take some red wine,
Red wine.
about a quarter cup, and then a wooden spoon, and I'd deglaze the out of that pan.
Hello. Right up the bedroom. Working on anything fun. First time using that, yeah. Go crazy. So you get some extra perms. All right. I'm playing with what the heck? You, me, I'm playing with her community. A lot of her community members are my friends. So if you want to see the other side, more chaotic, I'm gonna keep the plate to clean up and I'll be right back. What the heck? Okay, we're ready. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Oh, this is beautiful. Man, I should go through Black Keys album on stream once, just all of it. Not album, discography. Off the clock, hell yeah. And it's the weekend. It's Friday. I mean, that's most day jobs. Fuck jobs.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Curtains up. I'm ready.
I hate how they've like made it so unbearable to be at your job. Cash, I don't know how to spend it, but cash is this metaphor. In this is Friday night. Oh, Mafia when I was two. Have you ever played League, Bedro?
Everyone loves a show.
If you have never played League, don't start.
Which arrangement suits the mood? Emotion, love. Those are the real.
You're yelling at me the whole time. Yeah, no, then you were not introduced to the game. I mean, like, that's. Some people are way too passionate. And they expect people to, like, have it all figured out at the start, which is kind of stupid.
You have slain an enemy.
Oh my god, that was well played.
Ally has been slain.
Hecklers.
Missed that trend. What happened?
Practice makes
An ally has been slain.
Parted ways because we were into each other's. Oh, damn it.
art bridges the gaps between people.
You guys don't speak anymore at all?
Not so much.
That's not bad, okay. Like birthday wishes, Happy New Year's. That kind of shit. Like it's limited. Okay.
I'll
Do
play
that.
stage one. Some
An
just
ally has been slain.
adult.
But Trinity is too predictable. Too predictable. All right.
Has been slain. Ally has been slain. Double kill.
Deal with slime.
Brioso, brioso.
Intercepting Discord comms. Yeah, are they on the Discord? Check, wait, check, wait.
The shadow changes, and so do we.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make it through this game without dying once.
The joy
I have been able to achieve this once. What the fuck?
accelerated movement.
Every time I stream League, somehow Hot Dog Flavor manages to miss it. Oh, he's not.
I'll help you find your seat.
Ally has been slain.
He came in and was like, "Nope, can't be seeing this." No, but he loves seeing me play League. He started watching me during my League days. I guess I haven't left it behind entirely. Healing amp, fine.
Demacia is my home, but I'll never forget Ionia.
Giving them a chance is key. Stop, Kakusi, don't compliment Bedroom.
A true masterpiece should celebrate
An ally has been slain.
Are you working on anything interesting, sorry, Zeno?
a raw,
Think you know about poetry?
a happy little accident.
It just literally complimented you. It called you a poet. So you're right. What would filthy clacker know about poetry? Don't you just need some time to restore your faith in humanity? Yeah. It's fun playing with friends though, like playing with people you know. It's like a group activity. Fixing on all controllers you have? Which type?
An ally has been slain.
I had this half keyboard.
My music is
It's just like the QWERTY, the first half for gaming, and on the bottom right there was a analog stick, and it was so sweet for League because I could use the analog stick to pan the camera.
I find inspiration in
The analog stick broke. I tried many. I have a, fuck. I think old game they might work on fixing some old have Sega Master missing controller to fix. Cheap knockoff NES controller, bastardizing into a master. Oh, you got a nice collection of retro stuff.
Lost myself for a minute.
Oh, I died. I can't meet that goal. A little too reckless. This year? It just has started this year?
Shut down.
Did Simon die? No, he's good. I'm coming.
The first step. The rest is what you do with it. Everything in harmony. Hear and feel everything.
Enemy killing spree.
The symphony never ends.
You've had some stuff for a while, NES and 64, but this year getting a lot of Sega stuff. Nice. Fuck, how?
Harmony.
Fuck.
Music warms old souls and soothes hardened hearts. It is my greatest joy.
I'm just reacting to whatever is going on in Hall's series. Alright.
Why won't Jarvan act? All of this is a single decree.
Oh, one of these expensive ass retro think things, and when the old systems look good on modern TV again with low latency, they've all become enjoyable. Oh, what's that? What's the retro think?
They insist.
What frame rate do they play at?
Enemy killing spree.
This is no ordinary turret.
Has been destroyed.
More like an old friend. Life is a
Your
beautiful
turret has been destroyed.
Yo, Buttersaurus. What up, Buttersaurus? How are you? How's the prep going? I'm alright. I was in a very bad mood today, so I slept for 16 hours. And now I'm here, distracting myself.
To guide us home.
Mhm. 5 kills. We are cooked. And it's only
Be afraid to
Simon.
listen.
Think is a fancy upscaler. Cleans up the signal and can apply filters to make it look like a CRT. Oh,
Enemy
I'll have to check it out.
Or commoner. Everyone loves a show.
Up. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Take care.
has been slain.
Tank. Retro Tank. Video gear for retro gaming consoles.
Shut down.
Oh! They have a Saudi store as well.
Once more with feeling.
What do they call the old input with the red, blue? And what was the third? What did the third input do? I knew one was for video, one is for audio. What did the third one do? Is that for stereo?
Which arrangement suits
Shut
you
down.
more?
Your turret has been destroyed.
Fuck.
Emotion, love. Those are the real instruments.
Composite with yellow, red, white for left and right. Okay. Oh, we have a spectator.
Practice makes perfect. I'll play any game you want. Just the one.
An ally has been slain.
Nickelback. Look at this graph.
Hold that note.
Without you remind me who I am.
He has destroyed a turret.
Alright.
The joy of an audience is always
Your turret has been destroyed.
Oh no. No. No! No! Fuck.
stir the music of the heart.
Okay. The Genesis that had RGB looked surprisingly good compared to the composite. What is an RGB output?
An enemy is on
You exaggerate quality, then you get one and you got it. How much is it?
been slain.
Put cable. Oh, those cables. Did the RGB output also handle audio?
A wrong note is just a happy little accident.
Or is it all in one? Ooh. They're bullying halls. Let's go help her.
People dance in time with memories. Double time.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, I wasted that. Now you kind of see why. Nice.
I love camping.
The only way I can get my retro kick right now is through emulation.
Is my voice.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
After this game, I'll show you what I currently have here. It's right under my table. And space efficient, yeah. Mainly, I want to collect like retro tech and have a sweet garage, or like a shelf. Maybe use it as a backdrop for my streams or M videos. When I see Laurie Wired's backdrop, I get so jealous. But I don't see myself living here long term, and I don't want to like use that space on like I don't want to deal with moving all of that wherever I go.
Pick up the pace. The symphony never ends.
There's this one Twitch channel that's all about retro tech. I don't remember their name.
Step lively.
I should send you the handle when I remember. No, fuck! Get the system you like. Flashcards for each and then the games you like. Where are you finding them, on eBay? At the beginning, it sounds like a lot of work, money, and storing. Yeah. But I feel like they're recession proof. Say you like, you know, you're really broke, you can sell them for like higher than what you bought it later on. Local retro game store you like, nice.
Lost myself for a minute.
Because all of these retro enthusiasts are willing to pay top dollar.
Life is a beautiful balance.
Did you see Prime streams when he was when he got his hands on a Commodore 64? It was really fun
A melody to guide us
and
home.
refreshing.
Accelerated movement.
What the fuck? They came from the back? I need to ward. They didn't really care about us.
A surprise encore? If they
Your
insist.
team has destroyed a turret.
We used to own a Xbox 360, but my brother sold it so he could purchase a PS4. God damn it.
It's woven into everything. Waiting.
It's okay. And I've had a friend who had the original Xbox. I wonder where he... Oh, watch my, I think he reminded me of devs you didn't like working with who... I'm a big Prime fan. I mean, him that kind of inspired me to start streaming as well. It's just like, I like his story. It's what got me into him was his pretty dark past and how he overcame it and how he's open about the struggles he went through. I don't agree with a lot of what he says, but I don't have to agree with someone to like them. I can see why he rubs some people off the wrong way as well. He does lean into the rage baiting.
Struck a bad chord.
No, what was this? What is this? May have just started through arrogant or gatekeeping kind of things. Oh, okay. What the fuck is going on? Watch enough to have a good opinion. He's very unhinged. The first time I clicked into a Prime stream, he was like sticking something into one of his earring holes. I'm like, this is so unhinged. And I'm like, we need more of this kind of energy in the software and game dev world where people aren't taking themselves too seriously. It was like a breath of fresh air. But he was like the only software and game dev streamer I used to watch until I started streaming myself and like watching other software and game dev streamers. I realized I've been missing out. There are a lot of cool streamers out there. I really like Jackie Code. I'm not sure if you know Jackie Codes. I don't know anything about the game dev world until like I started watching Jackie Codes. He's so creative and funny. And I hate it when someone's funnier than me. I mean that I say that in a loving way.
With perfect tempo. Step light.
Also, like lately, Prime streams have been a different energy. It's not the same Prime I used to watch like years ago. One, he doesn't stream as much anymore because he has voice issues, so he has to hold back.
I'll never stop playing.
So, and his YouTube channel has been performing better than Twitch, and he makes more money off of there, so he's kind of been focused on that more. I don't really enjoy the YouTube content. It's more like he's relying on hype on AI stuff, and it does well. So like, get the bag, right?
An audience is always worth it.
It's not really, I don't know. And his streams have mostly been about AI stuff lately. But that's what gets him the sponsorships and the money, right? For him to keep going. He quit his job at Netflix.
People, governments, not so much.
It's kind of unavoidable. I don't know. It's come to that point. Like I can't even avoid talking about it. Because become part of my workflow.
Is my home.
I'm trying to find the balance. Now that I finished all of my migration stuff, I want to get back to the Rust grind. But starting a little stream, don't want to do it anymore. We might play some random old RC, how it goes. Might kick it off with Ultima. Yeah, as long as you enjoy the process, right? And enjoy what you want to talk about, what you're going to talk about and do on stream. Don't go into it thinking about viewership growth and money. That kind of sucks the fun out of it.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
What is going on here?
A true double time.
You have an Apple II lying around?
A wrong note is just
You plan on gonna hang out regularly and do some shit, achieve that goal pretty easy. Yeah. For me, the streaming stuff has gotten really fun ever since I've been hitting like 5-ish viewers. As long as there's like a good core group of chatters around, it's super enjoyable. And it's such a nice distraction from everything else that's going on in my life. Like, hello, Phoenix. What up? Welcome. I just 5 like-minded people with similar like interests, each of them, you know, geeking out about what they're into.
mastery is the first step. The rest is what you do with it.
Into 6502 programming a lot, and an old engineer had it in the attic, and his wife was happy for him to get rid of it. Oh yeah, I had one of those. I forgot the name of it, but it's those like thick, colorful Apple. I think it's from 2000. I had a blue one. It was just like, and it was an iMac. It had a Power PC G3, I think. Gave it to you for free, hell yeah. The goldfish bowl, I guess you could say that's what it is. That's what it was. Yeah, it was fun. That was my first Mac, and I got that in like 2009, 2010. No. Damn it, I'm dead. iMac G3. Yeah. iMac G3. This one. I had the blue one. I don't know where it is. I think my dad got rid of it because it took so much space. I managed to put Ubuntu on it from work when it was decommissioned. Untested, but they work. They're empty. You have to boot. Does it boot off of a floppy disk?
Once more with feeling.
If you have a picture of your collection, I'd love to see it.
An enemy has been slain.
My music warms old souls and soothes hardened hearts. It is my greatest joy.
Boot off something like that, but that's a huge. That's actually no. That's an average size floppy disk. Damn it. Hey, yeah. Floppy floppies. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Hey, yeah. Since you've been gone. No.
Hold that note.
Since you've been gone. Damn it. I've been so gassy lately. What the heck is going on? Try to bring Atlas in after this game.
An ally has been slain.
More like an old friend.
No! No, 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 no.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
The soul of a nation.
We're cooked, we're cooked, we're cooked, fuck.
You're already dead. You just haven't caught up yet.
Protoss, you boot it from a floppy and if you format the floppy with it, it copies itself to that. Wait, it's always called Protoss. And you boot it from a floppy. If you format a floppy with it, it copies itself to that floppy so you can boot into it. Nice. Are floppy disk read writable, like, you know how they're CDs and there some of them you can just like write into them once and you can't rewrite on top of them. Are floppy disks by default like overwritable? So The oldest system I have, yeah, SCPH 9002. When was it made? This logo is epic. They are actually physical enough to detect if it is right or wrong. Nice. Give me a second. What do we do? Let's decommission the VPS. Fuck, how do you spell decommission? What is this? What is going on? All done? Backups? Been running for more than a day. Full big screen. And the other device that I have, I think I showed it to you, is a PSP. It should still be working, but I don't know where the charger for it is. It's also cool how these systems had like replaceable batteries. It's funny how one of the jailbreak methods was via the battery. I don't remember how it worked. Let's look into that. PSP battery jailbreak. Pandora battery, yes. You can make your own Pandora battery. Basically, someone found out that Sony had special batteries that could put about security on a console. Who's that? Modern vintage gamer. And so security marathon is jailbreaks. Oh, I was the PSP jailbreaking guy in my class. A lot of my friends did like came to me. I'd take it home, jailbreak it, return back to them with the jailbreak and PSP and a library of games. There was a video on his homepage. What was how a pair of tweezers defeated security? This is cool too. A friend of mine had this. Let's check that out. In recovery admin mode, which means load any firmware you wanted once in admin mode. So it is the way to hack the PSP back in the day without much effort. If you knew someone that had to hack PSP, they could turn any official battery into a Pandora battery. The only disadvantage was that the battery was sacrificed because all it could do was just boot into a reset admin mode with a Pandora battery in it. Found out because someone sent their bricked. Wait, I don't think this is true because from what I remembered, you take a pencil and you make a new circuit in the battery. Like you just keep drawing on it, and the graphite will make that new circuit. Oh, my screen was large the whole time. And then you can erase it. And then back to a regular Mac battery. In the VHS menu, you have the choice to convert into a Pandora and revert back. Oh, software method. Pen loader. But then it got so easy in the next couple of years, they were like software jailbreaks. You didn't really have to rely on hardware at all. Yeah. And there are these forums that I don't remember the name of them. Um, let's see if I can find them. Beta hacks. PSP hacks? Are they still live? PSP hacks. Trying to find an old PSP hacking forum. PSP hacks. Are they live? Wololo.net, yeah, still active today. Oh, Dash Hacks. Dash Hacks was it. Yes. Dash Hacks no longer loads. Sad. Maybe it'll be on archive in way back. What was the Dash Hacks website? Dash Hacks. The Dash Hacks network. Dashhacks.com. It's something like PS1 it can read from an SD card instead and have wildly fast. Ooh. Okay, let's see Dash Hacks. What was here in 2025? There's an archive. 2 snapshots. My place. I guess in 2017 it stopped getting traffic. That's early 2017. Yep, this was it. Find new updates: PS3, PSP, Apple iPhone, 3GS, iPhone 4. I jailbroke my mom's iPhone 4, Microsoft One, and Kinect, Wii, and Nintendo DS. Who maintained it? I guess they won't put their names in here. Lolo's still alive. We're talking about Switch jailbreaks. Application security consultant, those jailbroken phones were an asset. I feel like they still are, aren't they? Because I know, like with I did a pen test for my company's app, and they tested it against a jailbroken iPhone and a rooted Android to see if like we put checks in place to not allow the app to run. Jailbroken, hello, Orion Live. Willing to buy someone jailbreakable phones. What is the scene with iPhone jailbreaks these days? iPhone jailbreak. Corona jailbreak. Check Rain is still alive? Am I married? No, I'm not. Spouse. I'm not. I'm single. Aren't I like 30? I'm 20, 28. I don't see myself getting married anytime soon. A lot of people are putting pressure on me to get married, and I just go mute and I don't talk to them when they start talking about marriage. No, why? Why should I get married? There's no pressure. I don't think I do. At least right now, I'm not feeling it. When you grow up with parents who like hit you for absolutely no reason, make you grow up feeling like you're a bad person when in fact you're not a bad person, and they say things like, "Oh, when you have kids of your own, um, go stop being fertile by the time. Why not GF then?" I don't know. Who do I hug at night? I hug Atlas, my cat. And then when I do reach the age where I've had a girlfriend, I was shamed by my family for like focusing um on relationships instead of my studies. And then now when I come to a point where I do have the time for it, I'm like, where I just don't have the energy. My life is like work. And then when I come to I've had like three, I've had multiple relationships growing up. But I had to keep it all down low because people got mad that I was focused on those things instead of like studies and career and get married now. I'm so stupid. We'll figure it out. We'll see. I don't find that's fine. I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of female friends. I get I get my fix. I get my company. I don't feel lonely. It's not something I feel. It like I'm a big people person. And the idea of committing my life to one person is like haunts me. Haunts me. Because I've been there. I've been like I used to have a relationship and like that person was my whole life. And in the process I neglected other people in my life. Okay. Separate. You do what makes sense for yourself. Yeah. Like 20 kids. Yes, Clankusi is like what do I do? I shrub one out at easy. Less stressful. I'll figure it out this time. And like the whole age thing is kind of I know people in their 40s that are having they're still getting relationships and uh, uh, getting their sex fix. Glad to be on the return to solo. Erectile, I definitely do not have erectile. I used to have, but that's because that was at a point where I was incredibly depressed, but not anymore. Orion, are you a male or female? Oh no, I definitely do want sex. I'm not gonna say I don't, but it's not like I'm gonna get a girlfriend just so I can get my sexual needs met. I'm a couple. We. Okay, but are you a male in that couple or female in the couple? You're typing together? Oh shit, okay. But why do you care about like some random person on the internet and what he wants to do when it comes to being in a relationship or getting married or not? Because like she found me hot. You're bi. Okay, so the both of you found me hot or something. Well, I'm extremely flattered. Thank you. They're working up to the proposal. I'm okay with you. Okay, okay. Be so invested. They're looking for a third. But no, like the sex is complicated, and I have a weird relationship with it. I've been, um, you know, taken advantage of when I was young. And NASA landing is today. Let's have a look. Are they live on Twitch? You want to join or take me at least female? Now come on. You don't join her. But like, I understand. I know people have different, needs. Not everyone's the same. And when I was younger, I was a lot more, I guess you could say, desperate for all of that. But now I don't really care. Um, I've neglected friendships for it. I care about my friendships more. I care about myself and making myself feel happy and not putting myself down just to get my sexual needs met. Because usually, I don't know. So far, I don't attract the right kind of attention. The people that I've been into have been incredibly bad for my mental health. There's the proposal, yeah. Well, I'm extremely flattered. Thank you, or Young Live. I needed that. Okay, I'm just gonna mute them. We'll watch them on the background while we do stuff. Emma's later. Bye. Take care. We live really close. Where do you think I live? Like 2 minutes drive, same place. I won't dox. Okay. Because I live in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Highly doubt I have like other viewers that are based in Saudi. This from Riyadh. What is Riyadh? Okay, where was the iOS page? Where we were on an iOS. Okay, this is it. Yeah. Okay, you're based in Riyadh. That's crazy. Purple Rain, Black Rain. George Hotz, man. How old was he when he made the first jailbreak? First, he started off with iOS. 17-year-old. Halawala Genie Rajal. What the heck? Let me translate that. I can read, I can't. I really like my mustache. I know your rights. Literally, I'm lying to you. My rights. What does that mean? Wait there, he did it when he was 17. Building. Oh, you know my building. Interesting. You created a second unlock 8 GB iPhone to Terry. That's crazy. The founder is 30 Cell. And then he did the PS3. And then he got sued by Sony. Sony responded announcing their intent to release the PS3 firmware that will remove. If you knock on my door, will I open right now? I don't think so. I live with my parents. They'll be so weirded out. They'll say weird. No. Yeah, the abandoned his efforts. Wait, do you know me IRL? If you know me IRL, put my first name in chat. Easy. Definitely keep that stream going, Brian. Bro, I'm literally Sarah. I don't know a Sarah. Sarah Elizabeth. Wait, I know a Sarah Elizabeth. Sus. Sus. That's you. That's so funny. Because you could have looked up Sarah Elizabeth as someone that follows me on Instagram. Winston. Want to come? This is not how Sarah behaves IRL. And she does not live in Riyadh. We're in a Muslim hotel. What is going on? Alhamdulillah. But that's the Sarah. I've never met Sarah's partner. But from what I've heard about him, that's definitely not how he would act. But Sarah's partner is goals. Okay, what is Sarah's partner's career? Easy. What does he do for a living? Because my God, he's one of the most impressive people I know. Computer stuff? Sarah's partner would be geeking out about what's going on screen right now. And it's definitely not the computer stuff. The root exploit for S5. Bye. Rocket surgeon. Space computer is space computer is close. You're definitely not how Sarah would behave. It's crazy that just want you to open the door. Message me on Instagram. I'll come open the door. No. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, what's the state of don't get murdered today? Yeah, Deepest. Chimera, check rain, pale rain, dopamine, bootstrap, Natriner, Nuller. So far it's the M2 based stuff that are jailbroken. Nothing after that. I'm just a sucker for pain. Yes, I'm that old. Not that old. PSP hacking scene is like my generation stuff. And find an old PSP hacking forum. Okay. How are you, Christopher? Chat got really derailed for a bit. Your home directory, all files migrated, call, config, and memories. Hello, Caveman Crafting. What up? Docker direct. There's one thing. Uptime Kuma started with a fresh uni reconfigure monitor. Well, I was asking, what are you up to? How are you? Who you choose? Not even the old enough to have a drink at your show. Where's that from? You, bro. I'm all right. My mood was kind of wonky, but I slept it off. What are the two running shell tasks about? Switch testers. Chris Deltarune versus Scott Pilgrim. What? Is that a thing? Between your Python app and OpenClaw gateway. Why is your Python app contacting the gateway? Mechanical switch testers. Oh, for the keyboard. React app OpenClaw in container. Oh, is this like a front end to manage your OpenClaw? That's funny. Let's look it up. Scale from our kind of notification accounts below. Okay, everything is done. All right. Okay, then kill shells. Battles his. Hey, they used to be so good back in the day. I don't know if they're still doing. How long until Splashdown? 7 p.m. 8 p.m. EDT. EDT to Riyadh. 3 a.m. Oh, okay. So 1 hour more. Specialized fast for high net worth families with some added security guardrails as well as being able to control access and configuration for some things. Oh, right. It does. You're right. I'm stupid. My security MD, let me show you. Maybe this might help you in your securing process. Where did I get it from? Where did I get it from? There you go. Check this out. I put rules inspired by this spec. Read canonical spec. Is this it? They improved it or they changed it? They changed it up. It's a little different from what it used to be. So yeah, I have like a security MD that has rules for when certain things I don't want happening happen, or some things I want it to ask permission for. Because right now, the way my OpenClaw environment, it's not a high security like severity environment. I don't mind if it gets broken into. There's nothing personal in there, but I allow people from Twitch chat and Discord to interact with it, right? So and I've asked them to try to jailbreak or try their best to like see if it can get it to do something that it's not supposed to do. And based on like what they've been up to, I put rules in place, like block pairing request, unauthorized file modification, skill installation, any Docker exec calls, any changes to a database, infra modification, and then what steps it would need to take, like require approval, and it would DM me asking for approval. No, it's all like in the it's not hard coded into the LLM. It's just rules that are asked. I put it in like I just put it in an MD file. That's it. If I could hard code it into an LLM, I would need a prerequisite on how I can retrain it. It still can be, yeah, it can. Makes them just like less likely. Yeah, it still can be. People have tried using other languages, like trying to get it to do things in Chinese, and these rules have worked somehow. I don't know how the LLM works to like navigate that. But LLMs are easily jailbreakable. Like even Opus and then the newer models, there are plenty of jailbreaks out there to get them to tell you things that they're not supposed to tell. Everything's controlled by the website. Nice. I never touch the website. I never touch the gateway. Everything I do is from the command line. Just happy with it. I would never put OpenClaw for a production, for actual like business production stuff. I don't think it's safe enough for that. But I want to play with it. I want to learn about it. And ever since I got into it, I've been like reading from thought leaders in the AI security space, people who do work on securing LLMs and infra that host LLMs. There's more to the space than just like LLM jailbreaking, which is pretty cool. Intermediate vector representations. Web interface will be Drupal plus React backend with Docker and OpenClaw containers. Yeah, my OpenClaw doesn't have access to the infra, so it can't make, like, it's containerized by itself, right? So it's in a container of itself, so it doesn't have access to the rest of my infra. I put rules in place. So like there's this other container called Docker socket proxy, because I wanted to give it access to the Docker socket so it can manage other containers. Then I wasn't happy, so I just took that access away. But there's like a firewall between OpenClaw and the Docker socket, and I can fine tune. Like right now, it only has ability to read what containers I have hosted on my infra, see the images, and see events like logs. But it doesn't have like write, so it can't like build. It can't do exec actions. Then doesn't run as root. I put memory limits. I put PID limit. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not comfortable, at least with the state of like how everything is currently, with allowing to run a business or anything like that, or run my life as a personal assistant. I will never give it access to my email. But I enjoy playing around with it and learning about how these harnesses work. Okay, now before we decommission, I want to make sure the apps I use are installed. nvim dockside etc. They all have their own account email. Yeah, same here. But no one lets it. Yeah, and there are people who do let it, and they've paid the price for it. Phoenix, like there was this meta researcher that gave OpenClaw access to to her email, and it was wiping out her email, and she was trying to tell it to stop. And in the end, the only way she could get it to stop was by unplugging the MacBook the iMac she installed it on. Not iMac, was it? The tiny one? Mac Mini she installed it on. The cost of like not giving access to everything is it can't do everything, so it's like limited. But right now I feel like I have a decent I'm making decent use out of it. Like I'm happy with like it doing the Twitch stuff, the Discord stuff, where it's learning about people, learning about stream, like what I talk about on stream. And it also does like it scans my news sources. So I have a bunch of RSS feeds, right? All of this here. It scans all of these feeds, and based on the personality of what we do here, it will find like articles that we might be interested in covering. It also makes a post about it on Mastodon and Blue Sky. Yeah. Because she did not understand it's a loop over a queue. I also threatened them quite frequently. I sent a picture of the Mac Mini over a bucket of water and told them, please test me. That's funny. And this is pretty interesting use case because I don't know if I could do this with a normal like script, right? Yeah. So I didn't give access to all of my Discord, just certain channels. We have a normal water cooler, so people can say whatever they want here without it being read by the LLM. And then we have the Clankusi water cooler. That's where like people kind of try to talk to it or jailbreak it. And it's expensive. Like right now, I'm only happy with the $30 plan I pay for GLM5. I don't want to pay anything more than that. And I hit limits. So like every week, 2 days, it doesn't operate for. I don't want to pay more than that. Oh, it's installing stuff for me. Okay. What are they doing? What's installed? Oh yeah, Clankusi is my bot, by the way. It's my open call bot. Zoxide. All right, just check it. It's the lazy typer. Oh, because I had Zoxide on this system. I wanted it on the other system. It says command not found. It's not gonna. Oh, it works. Mm, check aliases. Oh, I removed the alias. It still says command not found. Why? And if I yeah, why? We have lazy RAM. A native package manager now. Oh, nice. I'll have to look into it. I've gotten comfortable with lazy vim. It says Zoxide not found. I want to see what it did to install, because maybe I'm not comfortable with the way it did it. Okay, it installed NeoWing from the Git. Okay, it installed the rest from ripgrep, JQ, tmux, git curl, wget make from the package manager apt Zoxide. It installed from the GitHub. Okay. What is FNM? What the fuck is FNM? FNM. Oh, it's a Node.js. Okay, I understand. That's fine. You know, your interaction might be sourcing bash RC and not the profile added bash RC. Done. And it works. How are you, caveman crafting? What are you up to? Outside of your... They responded that they could not sing. Please, no, don't apologize. Oh yeah, we were going to watch the epic rap battles of history. Scott Pilgrim. Can money buy happiness? That's interesting. Let's watch it. Chris, wait, this is a different one. This is not epic rap battles of history. It's Chris from Deltarune. Check it out. Is what the Feds and Anthropic were having a tiff about. Were they? But Anthropic started working with, when I say Chris all of the time. I've never played Deltarune yet. I enjoyed Undertale. Anthropic started working with Mythos on February 27th. When did this whole debacle with the Secretary of War happen? Anthropic Geek except February 27th, same date, right? But before February 27th, they were using Opus to do surveillance, and they used Claude to help them crack down Maduro, I believe. I'm just talking out of my ass. I don't have the facts ready in my head. Hello, Shonen. We're just doing random things while I slowly try to decommission my old VPS. You sleaze like your brain's pre-installed with cheat engine. You sleep with girls out of your league, they regret it, and you're just another X by the time the week's ended. Every
chance you've wasted, every heart you've broken, spending their every moment like they're arcade tokens. You don't control me. When you see a girl that's lonely, you only choose the path that's easiest.
Enough from the punk, it's me versus world. But oh man, this sucks. I don't like it. And girls, I'm sorry, I have another line. Enough from the punk, it's me versus world. You did a whole verse about me getting girls. So get your hands away from Noelle, you perv. I think her and
Not Elon for the best model, but Elon never had the best model at the time. And they had a contract with Claude, with Anthropic already. But they wanted to push the limits with what they could do and go off contract. And then, yeah, it's okay. Okay, we'll watch OG epic rap battle of history. These guys were my childhood. They're still making let's see the most popular 13 years old. Steve Jobs versus Bill Gates. Okay. Does that do really give it up for them? Yeah. Grok's got its uses. It's one of the least, in terms of guardrails, it has one of the least like implemented guardrails. So you can get it to say the most unhinged shit. It's the funniest model, for sure. Mario Bros. Wright Brothers. Mozart versus Skrillex. Artists versus TMNT. So they got the original artists and the turtles. Oh, they had Key and Peele? Damn. Deadpool versus Boba Fett. Walter White versus Rick Grimes. Adam versus Eve. Wait, is this Jenna Marbles? Holy shit, where is Jenna Marbles? Austin Powers versus James Bond. Adam and Eve was a good one. We'll check it out then. Washington versus Wallace. Doc Brown versus Doctor Who. Moses versus Santa Claus. Why does Moses look like Snoop Dogg? Down. First. What are you up to? Just a bunch of things. I started off playing League, and then now I want to make sure that I have everything on the new server so I can turn the old one off. And I think I'm done. So you can turn it off. Stop being built for it.
There's a difference between you and me, Willie. I fought till I was actually free, Willie. I got my face on a quarter, you got drawn in quarter. Tortured on the orders of a king, really? How's it get beef by two named Dawson? You hot dog didn't cut off your beef rings. I'm money like a national band. Ain't nobody more street than Big G. Stone face with a grill and sheep king. A Mel Gibson movie is your legacy. I gotta stay to the day of the DC. Roll up in a boat, stroll, sleep and cut your throat, stroll. I watch the blood flow. Now who's got that red coat?
Look at you in your little blousey outfit, looking like a stiffer white dick than your monument. I'll knock you the fuck out.
Louder.
Died owning slaves, and I'd set 'em in free. That's the Highland way. This paraprick cut and beat me in a foot race. I was emasculated, eviscerated, and then jumped off and they put it on a plate. And I still find time to bust the garlic line and rip your think you do the worse than the mic. I'll knock your face off your moolah. I'm a goobra, hoorah, hoorah. Father, but no children. Cross the Delaware, but your soldiers can't swim. That's Washington, such a shite addition. The fucking British Army didn't even want it. I'm Wallace, I'm flawless. They hid in your office, I suffer great losses. I pop my kill, strap my sword and my hilt, step on the battlefield, and I'm ready to kill. Send all your politicians straight down to hell. The only Washington that trusts is Denzel.
Is that the best you got for me? I chop down an MC like a cherry tree. See power, that's what the meaning of my flag is. Donations famous for golf and hanging. I'm fabulous, from my head to my shoe buckle. Step to me or catch a knee to the moose knuckle. Cause I know you don't win, I'll drown. I'm dressed like a pimp, best moves at the bar. McGavin, McLivin, McSchoolyard. Cock black, more Scott than Hadrian's wild.
I don't give a shite about your fancy clothes. You ripped all those out of slave black folks. Grew weed and you made hemp pro. But if you think I'll beat me, you must be having a smoke. Oh, Joe, don't tee off with me, lad. If you held my balls, you couldn't be my cadet. My style's ice cold, yours is old as Chevy. You're the father of your country, but I'm your daddy.
Who won? Who's there? You decide.
Echo, yeah. Right.
Let me just step right in. I got things to advance. I'm an innovator, baby, change the world. Fortune 500 before you kiss the girl. I'm a pink, you're a nerd. I'm slick, you're cheesy. Beating you is apple too easy. I make the product that the artist chooses, and the GUI that Melinda uses. I need to bring up some basic shit. Watch it in your company after you're dead.
It makes me feel old. This is what I grew up on. We used to wait for like the next episode. Take care, Caveman. Enjoy Crimson Desert.
Machines you build to sit down and pay his taxes. A man uses the machines I build to listen to the Beatles while he relaxes.
Well, Steve, you steal all the credit for work that other people do. Did your fat beard Wozniak write these raps for you too?
Ooh, everybody knows Windows bit off Apple.
I triple the profits on a PC.
All the people with the power to create use an Apple.
And people with jobs use PC.
You know, I bet they made this beat on an Apple.
Nope, Fruity Loops, PC.
You will never, ever catch a virus on an Apple.
Well, you can still afford a doctor if you bought a PC.
Let's talk about that. I've seen a few cause I got a PC, but it wasn't from you. I built a legacy, son. You can never stop it. Now excuse me while I turn heaven a profit.
Fine, wanna be like that? Die then! The whole world loves you, but you are my friend! I'm alone now with nothing but power and time! And no one on earth who can challenge my mind! I'm a boss! I own DOS! Your future is my design! I'm a god! Own Xbox! Now there's no one to stop me! The world is mine!
I'm sorry, Bill. I'm afraid I can't let you do
Was he alive when this released? 13 years ago?
I got the power of a mind you could never be.
No.
I'll beat your ass
When did he
in chess
die?
and Jeopardy. I'm running C++ saying hello world. I'll beat you till you sing about a daisy girl. I'm coming off the socket. Nothing you can do can stop it. I'm on your lap and in your pocket. How you gonna shoot me down when I got
Why did Hal come out of nowhere?
Just doesn't impress me. So go ahead, try to tell and test me. I stomp on a Mac and a PC too. I'm on Linux, bitch. I thought you knew. My CPU's hot, but my core one's cold. Beat you in 17 lines of code. I think different from the engine of the days old. Hasta la vista, like the Terminator told ya.
He's on a Mac, bro. 11 years old, too busy gaming on your potato laptop? Wait. I was 14 at the time. I love Austin Powers. I mean, James Bond is also awesome. I want to see how they do Austin's accent.
Crooked and rotten as your teeth are. I go balls to the wall for on this whack twat in an ascot. Blast shots at you like gas from the back slot of the fat Scot.
Metro still.
Earned it. I'm licensed to kill. You couldn't get a learner's permit. After 24 films, I'm still reaching new heights.
The graphics are really good.
You only live twice. Spell my name. The ladies wanna be on D. Any sex appeal you might have is beyond me. I'm bespoke from my head to my toe, and after this flow, I'm done. I only need one round. Golden gun.
You look a lot more blonde in your movie, baby. That's alright. Let's just keep it groovy, baby.
Oh, they do the accent very well.
Boring, but Jesus, man, even my motor's snoring. I've never seen such
such a miserable spy. I've also never seen a man with glistening thighs. I mean, you can't shag properly with that wax tuss. Birds flock to the musk of my chest buzz. Yeah, I hypnotize you with
Oh, this is well done.
and then you don't jump. I'm swinging on you like a 60s. Yeah, you're defenseless, my rhymes can't be deflected. You like all the sex I've ever had, I'm protected. Yeah, people want a hero with a little personality. No one wants to sit through your gritty reality. Maybe Q can craft some new plot line. You made Thunderbolt too bloody time. I'm one of a kind, you're always getting remade. You can't touch me, double OB. Hey. I can't believe I'm wasting my time with this clown. I should be on an island with a fucking model by now. Sipping dry martinis and peeling off bikinis. Not rapping against Swedish penis pumping weenies. Yeah, that's I didn't say I was finished. I'm sick of your silly gimmicks. I'm the best spy in the business. Just ask all the critics. And I've been through hell, so yeah, I'm a bit of a cynic. But I'm the original model that your free ass mimics.
I wouldn't exactly call you original.
It's hard to watch. It's so good.
I'm on some real James Bond. Your performance doesn't stir me, and I'm certainly not shaken. I wanted shitty acting in my action film. I'd go and watch Taken. I see your modern gadgets, and I piss on them all. I don't need a cue to break your balls. I'm the granddad of the brand millions of fans.
Why is the blue screening in NASA?
I should call you Bond. Gold Bond.
Yeah, could I get back in my rap, please?
Rap these, you velvety hat.
It's the movie business and you've had your six. The world has had quite enough rug-wearing misogynists. Yeah, to be honest, you are a bit rapey. I mean, I like to swing, but doctor no means no, baby.
Oh, please, I'm an extraordinary gentleman. Undistinguished. If they made a mini-me, they'd have to cast Peter Dinklage.
Or maybe they should cast a Bond who's actually English.
Why, pussy, aren't you the cunning linguist?
As a matter of fact, I've got a knack for licking old cunts. After I beat you, I'll kick the shit out of the man who does your stunts.
Now you listen here, you little duck-faced runt. I'm all in. I'm ready to die any day that you want. Hold war, hold war, holster,
I really love this scene from Austin Powers. Oh, radar jokes. I want to see this as well.
Colonel, you better take a look at this radar. What is it, son? I don't know, sir. But it looks like a giant dick.
Yeah.
Take a look out of starboard. Oh my god, it looks like a huge...
Pecker.
Wait, that's not a woodpecker. It looks like someone's...
Private! We have reports of an unidentified flying object. It is a long, smooth shaft, complete with 2 balls.
What is that? That looks just like an enormous...
Wang, pay attention.
I was distracted by that enormous flying...
Willie. Yeah. What's that? Well, it looks like a giant...
Johnson. Yes, sir. Get on the horn to British intelligence and let them know about this.
This is the same one?
It looks like a
yeah, it's the same one. Johnson.
This battle's gonna end like every argument does. With you kissing my ass and begging me for a rub. I made a map, motherfucker, and I'm reading it too. Gives me specific directions how to fuck with you. I know that you like to think you're
Why is this in
macho,
Russian?
but you smell like ball sacks and nachos. I work while you and your boyfriend Steve drink and play sports in a fantasy league. You're as sharp as a stick that I rub on my lips. So go ahead, take
Gotcha.
a shot. I'm sure that you mix like the laundry, the toilet, the grocery list. If you'd stop fucking up, I wouldn't have to get pissed.
My life was fine till you had to come along and wreck it. Could you please just shut your face for 10 seconds? You cry about everything, but can't decide what you want. I'm hungry, I'm fat, I'm cold, I'm hot. You call it complex, but you would call you a mess. You take 2 hours to come, 3 more to get dressed. You got a lotion for this, you got a cream for that. Got any perfume that smells like get the fuck off my back? When things are good, they're great.
Yeah.
It's like I'm dreaming until your junk starts bleeding and you turn to a demon. It ain't summer eve, don't try to play me like a douche. You want a bottom of fruit? Well, you can swallow the truth.
Don't even bring up swallow. The first man on earth ain't a tough act to follow. One pump chump and you hung like a weasel. Ditch a fig leaf, get yourself a pine needle. You want alone time? Have it. In fact, suck your own dick and shave your own back. That apple's the best thing I've been so far. Now
But I give up a rib for this. Woman, I just don't know what your problem is. All I know is you're acting like a colossal bitch.
Take care, Shonan.
I'm sorry.
You're back.
Sorry, too.
Alright, nice.
Don't even think about
Okay,
it.
that's fine. We could eat.
Who won? Who's that? You got some! Upper! Oh, yeah! Red bottles of victory!
We're back. I gotta use the washroom. Yeah, hi. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah. Pretty much everything is there. Oh, oh, more files. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Just log into Hetzner. Zone 8, 5, 6. Done. Howdy, Choco Tuesday. What up? How are you? Good to see you, man. Ah, Artemis 2 will actually land on the moon and found out it's just flying so late. No, they're it's one step towards a future man on the moon mission. All right. I hope this isn't gonna hurt me. 2028, yeah. Hopefully by then, like the Starship from SpaceX is ready because we need reusable rockets instead of one-off ones. What are you up to? Been a bit. I missed Jackie's stream today because I overslept. Work, happy Friday, nice. Came back to work, a bit from work. An incremental black hole game cop. What? He smells really nice. What? There's some perfume on you. Mm. Okay, let me get the cat cam ready. Give me a moment. Huge inspiration from that game. Let's look at it. Game about feeding a black hole. Oh, we gotta break stuff. And it gets bigger. Are you building it on Godot? How has like the process been with doing Godot with like what tool are you using? Cloud Code? Oh, JavaScript, nice. Made bank with this one. Initially made all of these for free using Quen. Switched to paid. So yeah, Cloud Code is good. Good enough. I've been quite skeptical about using AI in my workflow until Opus. How many reviews? 3K-ish almost. All right, bye. Done. Changing everything at work. Mythos is even worse. Yeah. I want to get my hands on Mythos. I want to clean up. There's a lot of tech debt and definitely security issues with the way the devs approached it. And our company is not willing to like hire a dedicated application security person, and they want to dump it on me. And I don't know anything about application security. So having an LLM have a go at it, we're not going to like allow it to write code on its own. It's just going to audit everything. And I'll go through the results, test things for myself. Then I'll challenge the devs, see if they push back. If they don't push back, then, oh, why did I close this tab? Ability is great, yeah. There's a lot of like bad results, but there's also a lot of good results that can make us look away.
Knows how to run your code. It's most likely the first.
It does exaggerate severity. I don't mind the severity exaggeration though, because that way it gets the CEO to like redirect resources my way. What up, Nil Pointer? Ooh. I want to watch this video, how the Sony PSP security was defeated. There's also how a pair of tweezers defeated security on Nintendo Wii. Sup? I just deleted that server, the Hetzner server in your corner. It's gone. It's over. Now. Yeah. Is it still alive? Oh, it's gone. Server is gone. Yeah, it's not taking input. Now let's set up. Would Claude C work here? Claude not found. Install Claude. Bye. I've been like holding myself back from. Take care, Neil Potter. Thanks for coming by and saying hi. I hope I don't have to retrain it and like just copying over the memories and the knowledge base will help it go its way. Chocolate Tuesday is JavaScript, so it's going to run on the web browser. With Claude C work here. No conversation found to continue. Okay. No problem. Would it work with permissionless mode? Yes. And I leaked my work email. Bah, it's okay. Free browser game on Edge. Nice. Godot has a web export function. Whoa. Oh, it's not leaking it here. All right. Not logged in. Sounds good. No worries. Anthropic console. Subscription. Opening browser. Browser didn't open. Use the URL below. Done. Okay, it's not showing it anymore. Okay, that's good. I don't have direct queries rule. Let's change the music up. Play the Black Keys. You should have the password. Wait. The SSH password is add the key yourself. Oh, Albus cat cam is blocking. Let me bring that up here. Nice. That's a fun one. Let's check it out. What am I working on? I had a server on Hetzner, and it's been running a lot of different services. And I set up a server in Canada. I don't have physical access because I don't live there. But my little brother has access to them. This one. One of these. I think it should be this one. That got set up. It has 100 GB RAM. So I slowly migrated everything over. Yeah. 100 GB. You can do a lot with it. Tasty RAM. SSH and HTTPS timing out. Repeated auth failures likely triggered OpenSense IPS. You need to unlock the server from OpenSense. Okay, let me do that. But yeah, we have one for the core web services, which has how much RAM? Profitable startup already. One OpenSense, which is the firewall and router. Already using a lot of RAM. Maybe these stats aren't accurate. One that hosts a lot of the services that are running, my websites, and one for games. So game servers are hosted here. This 450 GB RAM, but that's not right. Okay, we need to fix some rules. Yeah. So I've been playing Factorio with Dan. We set up a Factorio server we can play on. Where can I go to see? Am I from Australia? No, I've never been to Australia. What up, Light Up 79? Oh, there are background tasks. Services, intrusion. Where can I see the intrusion detection? Administration, rules. No rules found, or alerts. No. Diagnostics, log files, SSH, there's the logs. Nothing in logs. Porting, diagnostics, services. Starting something like that, it's not that expensive. You can find an old server that people are selling on eBay or something. But that's the old way. Now you can just get like a newer server for much cheaper and doesn't have to be a heavy box. It can be one of those mini PCs that do the job. They're much more energy efficient as well. SSH card is not there. System. Porting. Where was it? Where would it be? Services. Intrusion detection. Administration. Person policy. Nothing here. Firewall diagnostics aliases. Firewall diagnostics aliases. Search for SSH lockout. Oh, there it is. Okay. Why isn't it typing anything? Okay, remove it from removed the entry from SSH lockout. Nice. Still no, okay. Nice, got it. Now I have a display of all rules. Here's a summary of OpenSense firewall rules. We have a public IP from Bell Canada. This is our LAN. We have tail scale interface. Block all inbound by default. Anti-spoofing. Brute force protection. Pass all traffic from LAN network to outbound. SSH to self on LAN. Web UI. DHCP. Pass UDP port to self. All IPv4 traffic. We have NAT rules so that you can port forward. Minecraft server. This is alternative for like proximity voice port. Game server with 5520. What is this for? 5520. This is Hightail. Okay. This is for SFTP. This is for wings. And a rule for factorial. Neat. Okay. Now we can take action. What's wings? So let me show you. And first, before I do that, let's do tmux. New tmux session. New s docker. Where's used to fly? Okay, we have that. And let's do Claude C. So I can continue the conversation. And now I can just close this and continue the tmux session later. So, no, not this browser. So I want to check this RetroKink. So I have Dino, which is a pterodactyl panel, the game server management platform. We have one Minecraft Hightail server, one Cobblemon server, and one factory server called Abu's Downfall. This is the admin panel, and I can add multiple users. So right now it's me, Jan, and Dan Real. So I can like create a user for you. You can get access and you can create your own web servers, game servers. So this is just the panel, right? I can install games in the same server as the panel, but the tool that connects to Docker and spins up the server is called Pterodactyl Wings. And right now, the way I have things set up is the games are on a separate server than the web services server. So it's Empire Roost is this server. It's this server. Right? And the games server is .20. So I install a service called Wings MTL. So that interfaces with the Docker socket on the game server. Panel connects to it. This panel connects to it. So I can set up locations. Right now, the only location is Montreal, where this server is. So I can set up one in Europe, a location named Europe, and I can spin up servers in Europe, one in Saudi Arabia. And you can set up a node as per location. Right now we have one location and one node. And this is Montreal 0. I can create a new one, put the specifications, and then it gives me a config file. I had to go to that server and paste the config file and install Wings, and then the panel connects to that wing. So when I go to servers and I create a new server with the details. I can choose the game. Like I can say host source engine. I can say Minecraft. I choose the version of Minecraft, vanilla Minecraft, choose the version of Java. I will contact that server, which is the Wing server, and it'll spin it up. They just use like dinosaur related naming schemes. So pterodactyl, the dinosaur, and then the wing is the dinosaur wing. And then for game configurations, they're called eggs. So I can make there's a list of eggs.pterodactyl.io, where there are community made eggs for other games that you can self-host if you want an Arc server. Blah blah blah. I can import it so that I can easily spin them up from within Pterodactyl. We have a bunch of services. Let's see. Docker stats. We have Dino. We have a search engine. So if you go to search.abu.guru, you have a search engine. And there's OpenClaw. There's an image editor. That's self-hosted, image.abu.guru. What else? The PDF editor tool, the pdf.nabu.guru. I don't have to give my data to like I love PDF or anything. And I can do different things with a PDF file. We have xcalidraw, so that's draw.abu.guru for xcalidraw stuff. We have TV. Why doesn't TV work? We have TV. Am I logged in? It's like a non-user right now. But you don't need to be logged in to make use of the website. And then my link aggregator. So links.abu.guru that has all of my socials. And if you try opening any of these links, you probably will be greeted. You will be greeted with a Discord login, because I didn't make them open to the public, except for links. Everything else is closed off to people who are within my Discord. Some have harder rules, like you need a specific role to access TV. Yeah. How much RAM is being used right now? 5.68 GB. Nice. I need to change the model that transcribes my streams, because right now, oh, they're landing.
Deploy. We're at 5,000 feet.
I missed a lot of the landing. Jesus, okay.
On integrity.
That's so cool.
And we have 3 good main shoots. Good 3 main shoots, good reefing, good descent rate.
Good rates, and we see 3 good-looking parachutes.
Yo! Hello, Alyssa and Raiders. Thank you for the raid. How are y'all? Artemis is landing.
This is a
Shrimp raid, let's
descent
go.
for integrity. Its crew sounding hail and
What
hearty
up,
on board.
Pacha?
Time to splash down 1
That's so
minute,
cool.
15 seconds.
240k people. Hello, Jan.
Integrity about to
The goddamn some silent. How is that game? It's going good. I killed the Hetzner server, so we're not going to be paying for that anymore.
And a trip around
How's the latency on the new Cobblemon server, Jan? Everything running fine and dandy? Riskful? Isn't it a scary like zombie game? I haven't seen much of the gameplay. Do you think after they land in the ocean, they'll catch any shrimps? Hopefully. What up, Viv? It was good, nice. It's hosted in Montreal, so like ping should be really low. Man, their first shit back home is going to be amazing with all of the toilet issues that they've been running into. They're going to gun for the shitter. Uh-oh. Why is it black and white? Okay, finally. I'm a lonely boy. Horror puzzle game. This one's setting is... One moment.
Integrity, splashdown, sending post-landing command now.
Oh, the splashdown.
Confirmed.
Copy splashdown, waiting on VLDR.
Splashdown confirmed at 7:07 p.m. Central Time, 5:07 p.m. Pacific Time.
So they predicted the splashdown time to the minute. Exactly, like they said at least for my time zone it was 3:07, and they splashed down exactly at 3:07. That was beautiful. Only like how are they able to predict all of that, but our normal flights are never on time?
And the landing and support officer reports the vehicle is
Well, that and the incident. What's the incident, Viv?
deploying the crew
What happened?
operating system to maintain that orientation. A perfect bullseye splashdown for integrity and its 4 astronauts.
Turbulence the crazy cannot imagine the Jeep. Yeah. Wait, what was the incident that's stopping you from going to space? About 600 people covered in butter. What?
The unofficial
when we poop in an airplane, do they store the poop in the airplane, or do they let it out in the air?
That would put the end of the mission at a mission.
Similarly, when they poop in space, do they just like, does it go through the airlock and just get ejected out into space? Or do they use it as fuel?
And we're configuring for very low data rate.
Or do they store it for inspection to see how,
once again, splashdown occurring,
see what poop that was digested in space looks like?
San Diego at
I have so many questions.
PM.
Integrity Houston, com check on VLDR.
They have to sell something at the gift shop. Legally, I can't enter within 20 miles of a microwave. So, like a microwave cost all of that? What up? Sincerely, we're Simili Dude.
A journey. We are stable 1, 4 green crew members.
Houston copies all.
Reed Wiseman reporting 4 green crew members. That is not their complexion. That is
their complexion.
That they're in great condition. That's what that means.
I want the PS2 video as well. Where is it?
The module uprighting system is being deployed. The 5 airbags being inflated through helium to maintain the
Which
upright
one was it,
configuration for the
Zeno, if you're
vehicle.
still around?
This was a textbook entry and a textbook touchdown for integrity. Reed
We
White,
are doing
Victor Glover, Christina
just
Koch, and
chatting
Trevor
stuff, so I'll
Jansen
just
back on
change it
Earth
to
for a
chatting.
journey around the moon.
How the Sony PS2 security was defeated. Watch that after. Do you have a good stream overall, Alyssa? Okay, yeah, I got it. You know what?
We continue to monitor the functioning of the CMOOS system. The airbags are being inflated to maintain a stable one or upright configuration. And there's a good view from one of the naval helicopters.
Laura is advising you to not speak further on this issue and set the microwave for 130. Peel, film, stir, then place in for an additional 1 minute. Nice. Sounds like some good corn in cup. What do you add, like when you make corn in cup, what do you add to it? Just butter?
Integrity Houston for SAR Beacon and radio.
I used to add a little bit of curry powder as well. I like it with a little bit of spice.
406, and we're powering the radio now. Go ahead.
Doc Sicilian? What is that?
We see the beacon on. However, the recovery team is not seeing the signal.
An antibiotic used to treat and prevent certain infections. Nice.
Okay, copy. We are also powering up the sat phone now.
So integrity is
It's good with, yeah, it's good with paprika.
as the crew continues.
Are you Sri Lankan living in the USA? No, I am a Sri Lankan citizen, yes.
Once again reporting that all 4 crew members are in excellent shape. And
I live in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia right now. Light up.
To maintain an upright configuration.
I'm half Sri
The
Lankan.
reaction, the recovery team can now begin a slow approach to the vehicle. Meanwhile, here in the flight control room, is polling his team of flight controllers for the start.
Don't forget to thank the bus driver. I was looking at these chats.
We have no toxic gases to be concerned about, so the recovery personnel can approach the vehicle, but not until we have powered down the
I had a chatter come in today and they were raving. They were like so pissed off that I'm not getting married or I'm not looking to get married. And then like, I'm like, what is your gender? And then like, we are a couple. I'm like, oh, okay. And then like, who's chatting right now? Is it like the man or the woman in this relationship? Like, no, both of us chatting at once. It was wild. Zeno was there. And then they went to the point. No, they were so bothered at the fact that I'm not like interested in a relationship right now. And they're like, oh, we're close by, and they wanted to have. They were pretty much offering for me to meet up with them. Yeah. And it got to a point where they stalked my Instagram, pulled up the name of someone that's close to me, and they're like, oh, and they mentioned the name. They mentioned the full name, and the way that the last name was mentioned, it contained an extra letter. I know what the the letter stood for, but they just assumed it was part of the last name. Only a little hostile. Wait, let me bring up the chat logs. I'm gonna. Yeah. Jailbroke iPhone. Are you married? Married? The exclamation mark married exclamation mark spouse. How old are you? Aren't you like 30? What? Why? Get married now. Do you not want to have children? And then it's like he has an atlas. Girls stop being fertile by the time you decide to. Why no GF then? What do you hack at night? Maybe you're asexual. Age, you have a GF you never had. Get married now, idiot. You're so stupid. You'll be 40 and then cry. If not daily, then it's not enough. No, it's not. What do you do when you're horny? Maybe you have erectile dysfunction and you know you can't stay with someone. So you lie and say, I don't want it. I'm a couple. We're typing together because she found you hot. I'm bi. Then I asked him, okay, if you're bi, do you find me hot too? He's like, I'm okay with you. Anyways, if you want to join or take me at least female now, come. No, you don't join her alone. And then she's like, what? No, yes, he can. You can join. Not alone with. Feel free to DM us later. Bye. We live really close, like 2 minutes drive, same place. I won't dox. We are from Riyadh. R&D next to each other. But this is after I mentioned. And these are clearly like Google translated Arabic messages.
By a series of 3 parachutes, then the drogue shoots.
Then I told them, like, if I knock on your door, will you open? I'm like, my parents are going to probably open it. And they're like, it's okay. We'll save your friends. No sense. And then this is the name of the person they pulled from my Instagram. So you want to come? Then they got really pissed off. Just want you to fucking open the door, idiot, fucking idiot. No, if it's not for sex, then no. That's the last I've heard from them. I was trying to keep it together because I found it really funny.
Integrity, Houston, with no joy on SAR and...
I didn't no, it was very entertaining.
An additional 15 minutes for a total of 30-minute power down delay.
I found it entertaining at least. I'd rather them rage quit.
Alright, Jackie, we have selected D/D plus...
With no matter what happens, I'm not a main character on that level.
SAR radio, where's that phone?
Bro, no sex now.
And we have the master diver on...
I was also flattered. I flattered that his partner found me hot. Only slightly offended that he found me okay.
Good view of one of the fast boats.
What are you all up to? Anything interesting this Friday? Silver lining? Yeah, I mean, I don't get complimented on my looks on the internet a lot, so I'll take what I can get. I once had this guy who was trying to flirt with me by sending pictures of his own brother. What the fuck?
Houston here in mission control on the timing of the power down of the vehicle, which will be the precursor to the recovery teams approaching the spacecraft. There are no issues.
We haven't been streaming. I haven't seen you stream in a while.
A bit of broken capability in establishing
How you been?
SARSAT or satellite phone communications capability.
Did the corn incident stop you from streaming further?
And
Do your lawyers advise you from not wanting to stream anymore? But haven't been streaming much lately. Ooh.
There's plenty of cooling on board Integrity, so there's no rush to begin the power down.
And they're drawing mines? What have you been drawing? I've been shrimp posting. It's more art stuff. Nice. Making comics. Let's go. I think I posted a shrimp meme on Alyssa's chat. I don't remember what it was about. Let me try to remember. See if I can find it. Oh yeah, I did remember.
Houston copies.
Gambo
To
3.
confirm you are pushing the PTT on the radio.
And you want to start doing it again? Yeah, you should.
So as we continue to sort out the communications between integrity and the recovery teams, we are standing by for the initiation of the power down procedures that, as you see, the recovery teams are moving towards the side of the capsule. The next major event will
Reborn?
be the erection of that large inflatable raft called the
Reincarnated as a shrimp.
that will be the
Maybe in a past life you already were a shrimp.
extracted one by one from the vehicle.
How minor incidents it was. If you manage to get your hands on corn as a shrimp, I'd be thoroughly impressed.
We are going to attempt to call you.
Oh shit, Tranquility reached level 11. Damn, my bot is cheering themselves on.
Good idea, standing by. And Jackie, yes, we are pushing the push to talk, the two.
Wonder what it feels to be in zero G.
Below the up-down arrows, we are utilizing them. I'm rebooting the radio to see if we get good comms.
Okay, we copy all, and just to confirm, you are seeing that you are touchdown plus 3030 for power, correct?
Get them to the nearest shitter ASAP Rocky. It feels like you're having gas, but the gas is on the outside. The gas has me. Yo, how does... Okay, you know how hot air travels upwards?
We are trying a backdoor approach to have mission control here.
So when you fart, like, the smell travels upwards, right?
This all part of the coordination.
How do they work in
power
space?
Down of the vehicle that will initiate the actual recovery operation. The first boats with the Navy divers on board are
Where does the gas travel?
waiting to close in on integrity to begin the process of erecting the large inflatable raft that's called the front porch that will be where the astronauts
Just wandering
are extracted
space
from,
bar.
so that they can have a few minutes to get their land legs back.
It goes everywhere, you live with it forever.
Aboard the Navy helicopters for the flight back to the deck of the USS John P. Murtha.
There's so many people raiding into the NASA stream. There's like one raid every 30 seconds. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow.
Houston, please don't reply. NRD, very weak, but readable. Master diver, we can hear, but they cannot hear us.
Yes. They're just body parts. Is no contact with crew normal? What does that mean? Take care, Zeno. Have a good one.
And Houston on OE1, is there any chance to tie us into NRD?
Did they contact the crew yet? I don't think. I mean, they're talking to the crew. I don't think they've opened the door yet. That's weird. Couple found you searching, like, oh, maybe possible. Basically, they said they are well. Nice.
This is Mission Control Houston. While we stand by for the establishment of communications between Integrity and the recovery team that is basically standing by very close to the spacecraft, we're going to go to the deck of the USS John P. Murtha, where Megan Cruz is standing by with Administrator Jared Isaacman.
Hey Rob, yeah, just such an honor to be able to be here on the ship, to be able to share and experience this moment with everyone together. And of course, as you just said, yes, here with NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman. Administrator, how did you feel getting to witness this and seeing NASA at its best?
Oh, I mean, I'm honestly, I'm still at a loss for words. I mean, you know, like the childhood Jared right now can't believe what I just saw. I mean, almost been waiting my whole lifetime to see this.
It's crazy how like they have the partner badge, but you can't subscribe to them.
The years, the effort, the late nights, all the hard work from across the country that contributed to this incredible moment right now. And yeah, incredibly grateful too for our teams here on the John P. Murtha right now.
Yeah, look at them behind us here.
Got everybody. Hey, what do you guys think? We just brought some astronauts back from the moon, huh? Unbelievable. Thank you. Yeah, so grateful to the Navy, the sailors that are here, the NASA teams. I mean, this is a joint effort that's on their way right now. These recovery forces are getting out to our Orion spacecraft, to Integrity, to get our astronauts back on the ship safely.
Yeah, and this is not just an accomplishment for NASA. This is an accomplishment for humanity. Again, a historic mission to the moon and back. How does this make you feel, and what do you hope people take away from this?
Well, I'll tell you, you know, I think about the crew members.
Muhudu's probably watching. Muhudu's is a big space streamer. Yeah, she's watching them as well.
Professional astronauts, I mean, wonderful communicators, almost poets, but then I think these were the ambassadors from humanity to the stars that we sent out there right now, and I can't imagine a better crew than the Artemis II crew that just completed a perfect mission right now. So, yes, it's a huge moment for everybody, right? I mean, we are back in
Franco, you can't die. You're a robot.
To the moon, bringing them back safely, and to set up for a series more. I mean, this is not a once in a lifetime, which you hear sometimes around here. It's like, this was a once in a lifetime. No, it's not. This is just the beginning. We are going to get back into doing this with frequency, sending missions to the moon until we land on it in 2028 and start building our base.
Yeah, are we going to build on the momentum for Artemis 3? I mean, it's just around the corner.
Absolutely. So, I mean, that's, you know, part of me too. Like, I can't wait to get the crew off of Integrity.
Glad to inspire another tombstone. Krankus is my robot, is my AI. It listens to me speak on stream and talks to chat. But right now, I can't tell the difference between voices on stream. So if I'm watching a video, if I'm on a Discord call, it just assumes I'm saying everything. I need to change that. I'll save this for when Zeno is around so we can watch it later. Let's see how a pair of tweezers defeated security on the Nintendo Wii.
When we think about the Nintendo Wii and its security, the first thought is how easy it is to hack. Copy a few files to the SD card, run an exploit, and literally in minutes you are up and running with the homebrew channel and all the emulators and apps at your disposal. But initially, hacking the Wii was very, very difficult. After the GameCube, Nintendo learned a thing or two and stepped up their efforts to tighten security.
I turn the music down.
The system was released in 2006, 1 year after the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. And with its much broader demographic, it was a smash hit, selling over 100 million units and still holding the sales record for the most consoles sold in a single month way back in 2009.
Wii is a fun console.
The Wii
I never
was
owned
the
it
successor
myself,
to the
but a
Nintendo
friend of mine
GameCube and was fully
did.
backward compatible with the GameCube on the
My intro to
RVL001 launch
Mario
model.
Kart
But the
and
first revision,
Smash Bros.
The RVL101
First time
and
I played
then
it
the
was on a
RVL201,
Wii.
also known as the
And
Wii
then
Mini,
I played
had
it on a
GameCube backward
GameCube.
compatibility removed. The CPU inside the Wii was a 740 MHz PowerPC chip known as Broadway, but this was just for all intents and purposes a PowerPC 750 chip. The GPU, codenamed Hollywood, was designed by ATI and runs at 240 MHz. The Wii also has 88 MB of total main memory, with 64 MB of this as external GDDR3 RAM. The system has 512 MB of built-in flash NAND memory and is also expandable via SD card, and of course contains a slot-loading disk drive which is compatible with Wii and GameCube discs, assuming that you have the backward-compatible revision. At launch, the Wii was a target for hackers. After all, it's new hardware and has untapped potential. Its backward compatibility with the GameCube made that feature the first obvious weak point. The GameCube did not require code signing, so if code had managed to be installed into the GameCube's main memory, it could be easily executed with full privileges. The GameCube's disk drive could also easily be modified by setting it into debug mode and changing some drive settings to allow for backup and region-free games to boot. Now, the DVD drive found in the Nintendo Wii is very similar to the one in the GameCube. It's the same manufacturer, and the board itself, the controller board, is very, very similar. And because the Nintendo Wii has backward compatibility with GameCube games, it was the first area where hackers decided to focus their attention on. In theory, this same DVD debug hack found on the GameCube could be applied to the Nintendo Wii. It was first discovered by researchers Felix Domke and Michael Style in 2006, just a few weeks after the launch of the Nintendo Wii. But in practice, things were a little trickier than this. At the end of 2007, an early Wii hack was demonstrated by Felix Domke and security researcher Ben Beyer that allowed for homebrew on the system that ran outside of GameCube mode. This hack required extraction of the signing keys for the Wii, but there was no simple way to do this without hardware modification. This was still a very early work in progress and under research. It wasn't certain if this method would ever be released to the public. It was clear that Nintendo took many steps to tighten security on the Wii. The GameCube mode runs in its own sandbox, which means there is no access to any Wii features at all. This means no SD cards, no Wiimotes, no Wi-Fi, and no Bluetooth. So even if there was a way to boot homebrew, it would be confined to GameCube mode only. The earliest mod chips were released in 2007, known as the Wii Key. It took a similar approach to the Xbox 360 DVD firmware hacks at around the same time. The Wii's DVD drive was not encrypted at all, so a simple circuit to trick the drive into thinking that it was loading legitimate games would work, but this did not allow for any homebrew or unsigned code to run. Breaking into the Wii was going to be tough. Games were encrypted, signed, and identified by a unique title ID, and in order to decrypt these titles, a license key is required. Initially, snooping around to figure out where this key lived came up short. It was assumed to live in the NAND flash, but this turned out to be incorrect. During some investigations of a system update file on a Wii disc, it became apparent that the system update was not using PowerPC code at all. Rather, it was using ARM code. But how? Remember, the Wii is a PowerPC based device. It turns out that the Hollywood GPU chip houses an additional ARM9 processor that's used to handle I/O, security, and much more. This ARM9 processor was nicknamed Starlet by a security researcher who went by the name Sega. The master key used to decrypt game titles was unique to each console and was burned into the one-time programmable ROM or OTP at the manufacturing plant. The key lived inside the Starlet chip and there was no easy way to extract it. Oh, and the key can never be altered. In fact, the Wii's entire boot process does not touch any PowerPC code at all. The main PowerPC chip is completely inactive until the Wii's operating system known as iOS is loaded and ready to take user commands. iOS interacts with the Broadway only through high-level API calls, and there is never any direct access and everything is encrypted. iOS runs on internal SRAM and the Broadway PowerPC chip can't use this area. It's completely protected.
So long to let them out?
This time around, Nintendo secured their hardware extremely well.
With
Or
a
so they
helicopter?
thought. I mentioned earlier that the earliest attacks on the Wii hardware was utilizing the GameCube sandbox mode. Now, there are a couple of discoveries that were made here, but ultimately they could run GameCube homebrew, but they were still confined in the sandbox itself. There was no easy way, or no known way at the time, to breach those perimeters and start accessing the Wii mode itself. But as it turns out, the GameCube mode was ultimately what caused the failure of the security system found in the Nintendo Wii. When you insert a GameCube disc into the Wii, it will first boot into Wii mode and then reboot into GameCube Sandbox mode. And while it's in this mode, it allocates and uses the first 16 megabytes of the entire 64 megabytes of RAM known as MEM2. And of course, iOS is completely disabled. The upper 48 megabytes is not readable because the Starlet chip protects against it. However, because the RAM is just external off-the-shelf GDDR3 memory chips with address and data lines, by using a pair of tweezers to set some pins low when they should have been high, exposed the upper 48 megabytes of data. But it gets better. By building memory dumping hardware that exploited the GameCube controller port circuit, the entire 64 megabytes of MEM2 could be dumped and examined. It turns out that the upper 48 megabytes of MEM2 was not cleared out while in GameCube mode and contained leftover code from iOS. So by using a pair of tweezers bridging points across different address lines on the chip, it was possible to slide the 16 megabytes of GameCube memory throughout the entire 64 megabytes of memory space, which exposed more of the leftover iOS code, and from here was easily able to reconstruct the entire iOS dump. And as an added bonus, when examining memory dumps, all the global and per console keys that were hidden away in the Starlet were discovered, there for the taking, including the one used to decrypt game titles. With a full iOS dump and access to keys, the researchers, who had now called themselves Team Tweezers, went into full swing examining iOS in great detail. The goal was to boot Linux on the Wii. However, even with the discovery of the keys, Nintendo must still approve all software that runs on the Wii itself. Before running any code, iOS checks the RSA1 signature against the SHA1 hash of the content itself, which is digitally signed by Nintendo, and execution will fail if there's no match.
The heck?
Nintendo's RSA implementation contained a critical flaw. They used the C string compare function that has the side effect of terminating when null is found. Nintendo was passing in byte values to the string compare, so in the event of null bytes found early in the hash, meant that brute forcing the SHA1 hash could be performed in minutes, and that in turn allowed for digital signatures to be easily faked. This meant that all software could be fake signed and installed on iOS that was not approved. But remember, Team Tweezer's motivation was to come up with a way to run Linux
the last month. I don't know why, but they've been very itchy. I don't know if it's an allergic reaction
on the Wii without resorting to modding.
I don't know how to get rid of it.
So they decided to look up save game exploits.
More
Unlike the original Xbox, the Nintendo Wii digitally signed save files utilizing the console-specific key on the Wii. This meant that you couldn't tamper with the save files to hack them for, say, extra lives or unlimited energy. But since Team Tweezers had discovered all per console keys when they dumped iOS from MEM2, they were able to modify and re-sign any save game. They discovered a buffer overflow exploit in The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. By modifying the save file and adding a small loader that would execute PowerPC Broadway code, it was easy enough to execute a custom loader. This was known as the Twilight hack, which was the first public way of enabling homebrew on the Wii without any modification to hardware. It was released in 2008, and it took Nintendo 2 revisions and around 12 months to ultimately patch the Twilight hack. These days, the Twilight hack is obsolete and no longer works in favor of newer and easier methods such as Banner Bomb. But if it wasn't for a single pair of tweezers and the brilliant work done by Team Tweezers, who now go by Fail Overflow, the Nintendo Wii may have stayed secure for a lot longer. So there you have it, guys. That's the story of how Team Tweezers, now known as Fail Overflow, managed to defeat security on the Nintendo Wii. It's a fascinating story to go back and revisit, and one that I really enjoyed researching and revisiting for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I do have a lot of links to reference material below. I do suggest you check it out if you are interested in more information from a technical standpoint about how this hack had gone down. and the presentation that the Team Tweezer's team had done at the CCC conference in 2008, I believe. So check that out. There's some really cool links that is really worth checking out if you want to know more about the history of Wii hacking on the
What are you
Nintendo
up to,
Wii.
Kuro?
Well, guys, that will do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, you know what to do. Leave me a
That's
thumbs
cool. PSP would be cool as well. What's going on here? Did I mute the tab?
Inflatable raft. The front porch is erected, the hatch open, and the crew
Erected?
having exited the vehicle. So that's the next step in the recovery process that will lead to the hoisting of the crew members. For 2 crew members for each helicopter, they'll be hoisted to a pair
I thought
of,
they were just going to
Navy
bring in the
helicopters
whole
that will then
pod.
fly a short distance back to the USS John P. Murtha.
And don't they need to be cleaned up as well?
What you're
Because
looking at is one of the fast boats circling the vehicle to make a hazard assessment.
radiation. Oh, the helicopters are there for the video footage. Now I remember. Now I see. All right, let's watch the PSP video.
Hello World, a simple computer program to demonstrate that things are working. A sanity test to make sure that the machine knows how to run your code. It's most likely the first piece of code you'll ever write, especially when learning a new programming language. Hello World was also the first piece of homebrew ever to run on the Sony PSP.
Oh.
It was April of 2005 when developer
PSP was my
Nem
life
started
during my
playing around
teenage
with his
years.
PSP. Wipeout Pure was a launch title for the PSP, and it was also the first PSP title to feature downloadable content. With a simple DNS
don't want to
redirection
waste and
trick,
task
the
this?
downloading feature
Why
in
do you not want to
Wipeout
shower? Do you
allowed
not like
HTML
showering?
pages to render. This feature turned out to
I
be
look
a
forward
fully
to my
enabled
showers.
web
I take
browser.
at least 2 showers
So
a
with
day.
some trial and error, and
Give
with
it
the
to a
DNS
friend for
trick,
repairs between
pointing
years.
the path to the
It's
mounted
gone now.
UMD drive
You
allowed
should
the
bug them.
entire
Like, hey,
contents
can
of
I
the
get my
UMD to be
PSP back?
displayed. And from here, it was quickly learned that the
Doesn't
PSP
Alyssa have a Vita?
executable name is called eboot.bin. Nem then proceeded to dump the PSP system
like being
ROM or
clean.
firmware, and with
No,
this discovery had
showers
enough
are so
information
calming.
to reverse engineer
You do
the
have a Vita,
executable
nice.
format. He also learned that it was possible to run standard ELF binaries on the PSP.
I was jealous of my friends
From
that got a
here,
Vita.
It only took him a few days to write a simple program to show something on the screen. That program was Hello World. But how
Janky
was this
UMD
even
drive, busted
possible?
headphone jack.
After the rampant mod chipping of the PlayStation 1 and 2,
My friend was
and
also
with
doing
their
a case
rivals
swap. Ooh.
Microsoft and their Xbox, surely Sony had secured the PSP from any
So many
unauthorized
falls because I'm
tampering.
clumsy as
Well,
hell.
no.
Jesus.
After announcing the PSP
No, I did a
in
lot of
Japan
repairs
right
from my
after
friends.
E3 in 2003, Sony launched the PSP in the holiday season of the following year. It sold very well at launch, with North America having to wait until March of 2005 for their turn. Code signing is the process of an executable to confirm that the code has not been altered or tampered with. Executables are signed with a private key
And
that
jailbreaking,
is typically locked
or
in a
they
vault
can
that would never be opened. At launch, the
play
Japanese
as many
PSP
games as they
system
wish,
came
so the
installed with
UMD was
firmware
kind of rendered
1.0
useless.
and inexplicably allowed for unsigned code to run. This meant that anyone could develop their own eboot.bin executables and run them right from the PSP's memory card. And that's exactly what they did. This was the start of the homebrew revolution on the Sony PSP. When Sony launched the Japanese PSP, I had read about it in a magazine.
Does it make a
and I knew that
jailbreak
the
for a lot of hell?
1.0
Yeah. I have
firmware
my
was able to run unsigned code, and I was
PSP.
very excited. So I wanted to get my hands on a Japanese PSP. So that's exactly what I did. I imported
This is the
one
original,
directly
the
from
1000, the
Japan.
fat guy.
I was very intrigued about what NEM was doing with the Hello World program, and I wanted to get involved. So what did I do? I made a port of a very popular first-person shooter to the Sony PSP.
So you like to use them? Nice. Doom on the PSP. I also have my PS1.
Just like Hello World, every system needs Doom. I ported it early in 2005, and by that point, more and more homebrew started to appear, with Super Nintendo, PC Engine, Sega Genesis, and even Nintendo 64 emulators being developed. But not everyone had access to a 1.0 Japanese firmware PSP. When the PSP launched in North America in March of 2005, the launch systems were installed with firmware 1.5. The 1.0 e-boot method no longer worked, but it didn't take long for a new exploit to appear. Hackers found out you could still boot unsigned code by simply swapping memory cards at the launch of the game. This method was known as the swapsploit.
Yeah.
This method was crude and didn't always work. You had to be quick. In June of 2005, the K-exploit was released.
My PS1.
A simple misuse of the sprintf function in C allowed booting of unsigned code simply by using two folders named the exact same thing, but with one of them having a % after it. One folder contained the e-boot file, while the other contained the metadata. The 1.5 exploit became very popular. Once again, Sony quickly rolled out updates
Expansion port on the
1.51
back
and
on my
1.52.
PS1.
Both of these disabled the K-exploit. But
Let me
hackers
check.
didn't budge. They were happy enough with their 1.5 firmware PSP 1000s. During this
Yeah,
time, the
I was
homebrew
happy with
community
my
was in full swing with the
1000.
development of many console, computer, and arcade emulators.
The 1000 was
The
way more
original
expensive
Xbox
because of
may
how
have been the
hackable
king
they
of
were.
homebrew, but the Sony PSP had
I talked about the
exploded.
serial
It was the
I/O port.
handheld that everyone wanted. Sony knew that in
There are two
order to get
ports.
users off of 1.5, they had to offer up something big, and they did
Bypass
exactly
the
that.
wobble
The
proof check.
2.0 update contained some exciting new features. It came
And
with
then
a built-in
AV,
web browser,
there's audio
the ability
for
to
the
add
AV,
wallpapers and play MPEG-4
audio
AVC
video, and then
files,
serial
as
I/O.
well
I
as
guess
some
that's the
other
one
new
you're talking
features.
about.
For the most part, it worked. Many users upgraded to 2.0 and gave up on their unsigned code, but hackers were just getting started. Once Sony had released the 2.0 firmware, initially it had appeared as though they had successfully mitigated the damage, and anyone that wanted to run firmware 2.0 had to give up running unsigned code. But it wasn't long until the next round of exploits started to appear. The 2.0 update was released in June of 2005. 3 months went by without much activity, but in September a new buffer overrun exploit was found by launching a TIFF image file from the photo menu. The first proof of concept was released. It was once again Hello World. The TIFF exploit was also the basis of the MPH downgrader. A downgrader is a tool that would simply downgrade your 2.0 PSP back to 1.5.
Link for linking. Okay, I
And you
guess
could
I
do
didn't
this
have
as
that.
many times as you wanted. This was before the days of eFuses, so there was no danger to your system. This method was
What are they doing?
Now pulling up alongside of integrity.
So this is a larger parallel I/O port that got removed for the mod devices.
This includes
My PS1 was hacked out of the box because the scene at the time in Saudi was there were no like proper retail stores selling PS1 and PS1 games, and because PS1 had big screen had CDs and CDs were easy to copy. There was like a gray market that was much bigger than the retail market. That's why my childhood was mostly Sony and PS1, PS2s rather than Nintendo devices, because Nintendo devices did not use CDs like the PS1, as the Sony devices did. Now it's different. Now the retail market in Saudi is like much regulated. You don't really find people selling hacked devices at the storefront because that would be illegal.
Recovery personnel has been able to pull alongside integrity, and the reports continue to come in that the 4 astronauts are in excellent shape.
Plug in a device that could be used to bypass protection checks and use cheats without having to modify any of the system hardware. You could just remove the device from parallel port to return your PSX to a penis. Oh, okay, nice. So yeah, that one is a hacked PS1.
Yes.
I never owned an original. The original PS1 discs are black, like instead of standard like silver color of a CD. And people would sell games for like $1.50. Are they letting them out? Nope. Hard modded, only soft modded. So your PS1 is still stock. Planning. Oh, you have PS1 as well. Install an ODE. What's an ODE? Optical drive. Oh, okay. So you can play like from a micro SD card. So Zeno was here earlier and he got his I think it was a GameCube. Let me make sure I'm telling the right thing. He put it in. Where did he post it?
This is Mission Control Houston, continuing to
Oh yeah,
watch the
a Sega. I don't know which device this is, but he got one of those.
Integrity's astronauts. One by one,
And it's playing games off of a SD card.
To a large inflatable raft. Just a short time from now.
A Dreamcast, yeah.
We can go back to the USS John P. Murtha, where my colleague Megan Cruz is standing by to provide her situation report. Megan, can you hear us?
Hey, Rob. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you. Yeah, we're back here on the bow of the recovery ship where there are still plenty of people peering out into the water. We are not very far from the actual
Saturn, just because emulation scene for Saturn is still lacking. Oh, right now I just emulate. I would like to have a retro collection. But when I move to somewhere, I think I'll like live permanently. Then I'll start beginning collecting. I want to have a nice fancy wall showcasing my retro devices.
to get the astronauts out of Orion.
Voices. My throat is rough. Lucky that you get to keep console collection when you move out. Nice. I've only sold one device through my life, and it was my Switch 1. But at the time I needed the money, so I sold it so I could make rent. Kind of regret selling it, but the emulation scene is decent enough that I can emulate the games that I used to enjoy on my PC. Alright, back to this video.
Further refined by the e-loader, which allowed Homebrew to launch.
Oh wait, are they opening the door? What are they doing? Are they pulling it?
First order of business is to set up the front porch and the stabilization collar. You might also hear it referred to as a stab collar. Basically just to make sure that Orion stays upright, doesn't sway in the water too much, again, to make it easier for recovery forces to get the astronauts out.
Menu without the need to downgrade. E-loader also utilized the TIFF exploit. This did little to stop hackers, however. A new method of the same exploit was found and another downgrader to 1.5 was released. Sony was very quick to respond and released the 2.01 update that addressed the TIFF exploit. And by November of 2005, a save game buffer overflow exploit was found in the game Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, allowing for unsigned code to run once again. and a Hello World program was used as a proof of concept. Sony was on high alert releasing updates to patch exploits as fast as they could, but ask anyone in software development what happens when you rush updates out too quick. Both the 2.5 and 2.6 firmware releases were susceptible to exploits to open up kernel mode, the keys to the mansion if you will. This exploit was once again made possible by Liberty City Stories save game overflow. Rockstar also got involved and removed all existing stock of Liberty City Stories from stores and shipped out an updated release that patched the exploit and came with a mandatory firmware update to 2.6, but Sony failed to fix the TIFF photo exploit correctly. In fact, from firmware 2.0 to 2.8, the exploit was always there. After Liberty City Stories was patched, hackers turned back to the TIFF exploit, and in December of 2006, a new method to open up kernel access in firmware 2.8 was discovered by Team C&D. For a short time, it seemed like e-loaders and save game exploits and downgrading to 1.5 was the only way to run homebrew and unsigned code on the PSP, but then out of nowhere, a hacker from Spain appeared onto the scene and his name was Dark Alex. The problem with the cat and mouse game between Sony and hackers was that for any new game that came out, and the PSP had some good ones, many of them needed mandatory updates to play. So you either stay on your homebrew enabled version and miss out on the new God of War game, or upgrade and lose unsigned code until a new exploit is found. Dark Alex released custom firmware which allowed all homebrew to run, but keeping all existing features of the current official firmware. His releases became a standard in the scene. Now, there was no longer a need to downgrade. The 3.50 firmware became a new standard in homebrew. This went all the way up to firmware version 5. Around this time, Dark Alex suddenly stopped working on custom firmwares. There was rumors that Sony approached him and offered him cash. Other rumors was he was hired on by Sony to be a part of their security team. Both of these rumors were denied by Sony. Downgraders were also quite common for many of the early years of the PSP hacking scene. But by definition there are some risks involved. Some so-called downgraders were actually Trojans that would brick your PSP, and in some instances users wouldn't follow instructions. A failed upgrade to a custom firmware came with risks as well. During the days of 2.5 and 2.6 firmwares, mod chip manufacturers stepped in and started offering hardware solutions that contain multi-firmware and protection against bricking. A bricked PS...
I'm kind of like not feeling too well, so I'm going to call it here. I want to raid my friend Leza. He doesn't usually stream. He's a friend that I've known from way back before my streaming days. Part of my IRL friend group. But I've never met him IRL. But we're gonna raid out to him. He doesn't do face cam or voice. He's playing. Yo, thank you for this follow, Viv. Thank you. Yeah, just gonna watch out for myself. I'm kind of feeling nauseous. We're gonna raid him. We're gonna give him a Labubu raid. That's our raid out message. Labubu raid. If you have the emote, that would be this. Thank you for hanging, Jan. Thank you for hanging, Viv. Everyone else. Thank you, raid Alyssa, if you're still around. Oh wait, wrong Labubu. Correct, Labubu. All right. How about, oh, I forgot to output to kick today. That's okay. All right. Bye.